Guys, welcome back to another ESG Football video. And in today's video, I just want to address some of the questions that I have been getting quite frequently. And I'm going to address them all in one video so you don't have to keep bouncing around looking for all the shorts and things of that nature. So today we're going to address the penalties, the customization. We're going to talk about mini games, what position, how do you know what position the game is going to put you in, and crossplay. First, we're going to talk about penalties. There are no penalties in ESG football, and they kind of make it to where it's hard to commit a penalty. So instead of getting delayed a game when the timer runs out, you know what I'm saying, they'll just pick a play for you. There's no way you can pass interfere or get illegal touching or things of that nature. So there's no way you can slow the game down with a penalty or anything like that. There are absolutely no penalties whatsoever in ESG football, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? 2, how will you know what position you will play? So after you get through creating your build and picking the skill sets that you want, when you get to the end screen, the screen will show you, and I'll show it up here, what position the game thinks you will be best at. So every time you load into the game, the 2 positions they show you at that screen are the positions they're going to try to put you at. Now, obviously, if someone's better at one of the positions than you might get bumped down and things of that nature. But every time the game loads up, you will be in one of those 2 positions. That's the game. That's where the game is going to try to put you at. Now, they also tell you how good you are on offense and defense. If you look down, you'll see it says you're either a bench player, which is the worst, a role player, which is second to worst, a starter, which is right in the middle, a pro bowler, which is second to best, and a superstar, which is the best. So depending on which of these, it tells you how good you are at the position they have you playing. So if you're wide receiver, corner, and on offense, you're a role player, and on defense, you're a superstar. That means every game you play, you're probably going to be at corner because you're a superstar at that position. And not you can't get any better at that position than you, so no one's going to trump you for that. But since you're a role player at wide receiver, there might be some games where if you have 3 wide receivers that you might get bumped to like running back or something like that because the other 2 wide receivers are probably better than you, maybe superstars or pro bowlers or starters, and you're just a role player, so you might be subject to playing running back or something of that nature. The third thing I want to talk about is crossplay. So crossplay is obviously something they want in the game. It's obviously something they're prioritizing in the game, but it's not going to be in the game at launch. They don't want to push the launch back any further than it already is. So at launch, you're not going to have crossplay, okay? But they are working towards it because just about every game now that's online and competitive needs crossplay, and they know that. So they're obviously working as hard as they can to get crossplay into the game after launch as soon as possible. The 4th thing I want to talk about is customization. How will it work? So customization is not like you can get your own helmet, jersey, pants, shoes, right? Just think Fortnite, how when you bought a skin in Fortnite, you got the whole skin, like, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen some of the skins, they're absolutely dope. I promise you, it works out. But you have to buy the whole skin. So you're not gonna be able to change your guys' skin color individually. You're gonna have to buy a skin that's a different color. So like in Fortnite, you would buy a skin that's a black person, you buy a skin that's a white person, you can buy a skin that's a girl, and that skin is always a girl. So it's just gonna be like that in ESG football. The skins come preset and you have to buy the whole thing, and it's gonna change. Maybe, I don't think it's gonna change your gender. If it does, I didn't see any of those. But it's gonna change like your skin color, your hair, and your outfit, and it's gonna be one solid piece. You can't customize your player individually with like helmet, shirt, pants, shoes. Now, as far as like customizing how they run, customizing how they throw, how they juke, how they spin, stiff arm, truck, tackle, all those things, those will be fully customizable individually, and you will get to get in depth with your character in those things. Those will be individual. You can you'll be able to purchase or get in the battle pass or things like that. You'll be able to do that individually. It just won't work with like your outfit, if that makes sense. And the last thing I want to talk about is mini games. Nobody asked about mini games. I just personally want to talk about mini games. Okay, because mini games will be in ESG football, but they're not a high priority because when you look at a game like Madden that also has mini games, you ask yourself, who's playing these? And the answer is that nobody. I mean, nobody's playing Madden's mini game, and understandably, they suck. But when I think mini game, I don't think Madden. Like Madden, no one thinks Madden's mini. No, everybody forgets Madden even has video games. Okay. When I think mini games, I think NFL Street 2 for those who are old enough to have played NFL Street 2 on PlayStation 2 or GameCube. I'm talking about Crush the Carrier, Jump Ball Battle. I'm talking 1v1s, 2v2s, like legit competitive multiplayer mini game. Like, if the mini games are like that, then they will absolutely get played. I promise you that. And they will get played often. And dudes will still talk noise during the mini games, and dudes are still gonna try to win. Like, I promise you, if you have absolutely competitive multiplayer mini games, then yes, people are gonna play them. Don't think Madden when I say mini game. I'm talking about NFL Street 2. If you played that game, you know that game has some fire mini games that me and my brothers spent hours playing. So, in my opinion, I wish ESG would go that direction with them. I don't know what direction they're going, by the way. I seen that mini games was on the game, but I don't know what they look like. I'm hoping they go that direction with the mini games, because I know if they go that direction, then the mini games will be successful, and a lot of people will most definitely play them. But that's all for today's videos, guys. If you have any questions, you know, like always, you can ask them in the comments. And if it's enough of them, I'll make another video answering as many questions as possible. Thank you for your support. Like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.